I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. Come now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I have but 20 acres, but you have 43. My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Adrian Galadurthan, and welcome back to Middle-earth as we continue on as Dol Amroth. Whilst I was just about to start recording, the computer decided to minimize the function, the program, so the map's ballsed up. Sorry. In a contrast to our Breland campaign, we're actually doing well in this one. Possibly doing well. We don't really know yet. Harad always has the capacity to drop 2 full banner armies on you out of nowhere from the mists, so they might do that. But Adrian at the moment has a strong, dependable army. We're doing all right, and we're going to go and take this little town called Tir Ithraid here in the centre of Harondor. I think this is actually called Harondor. It shouldn't be. As I've mentioned before, it should be Northern or Central Harondor or something. It's been ages since we played Dol Amroth, and I think it's been so long, in fact, that we haven't covered who won. Well, many of you did, because loads of you got it right, but Harondor does literally mean Southern Gondor. And lots of you got that correct, because it's a well-known one, you see. It's a well-known one. That one's easy. That one was nice and easy. Gondor, of course, means Land of Stone. Arnor means Land of the King. And so Southern Gondor is Southern Lands of Stone, if you were to properly translate that into English. But that is what Harondor means. Harnan means South Water, very unimaginatively named, because it's literally a river in the south, ergo South Water. Nen means water, not river. It's important to note. I can't actually remember off the top of my head what river is. I'm sure it will come to me. It must be... Oh, my map. I'm reframing my map, so my Middle-earth map has gone off the wall. My source of knowledge.
Watch for the enemy.
I am undone. Right, let's move in.
Awaiting your command.
Oh, there's that full banner army we spoke of. And who leads them? Hamad.
Your corpse.
Oh, and what a trashy army that Hamad has before him. This seems to me to be a golden opportunity. All on a golden afternoon. Variags of Khand and the Ardennaim have allied, which means it's very unlikely that the Variags of Khand will ally with us. Have they allied with Harad yet? That's the key kicker, though. Yes, they have. But they're not at war with us yet. But they are now allied to 2 of our enemies, so it's almost certain that they're going to attack us. Before we attack that army and have a cataclysmic battle in Gondor, let's just have a look. In Harondor, sorry. The rest of our nation. We are actually doing remarkably well. 27 turns in and I'm making 4,000 gold. Who is this Galu, and what have we all done with the real one? Because this is not how Galu operates. Galu lives in debt, all right? If you're not straddling the 0 mark of your financial table, then you're doing something wrong. Everywhere is building, though, so I can't even queue anything up, which is my old favourite as well. Although we can, because that's about to finish. But so is Barad-Han. So let's let Barad-Han get its governor's quarters off. We're going to try and make Gobel, Tofalas, and Barad-Han into military powerhouses. So Castle Imrahil, or Cape of Imrahil, sorry. Forgive me, I misspoke. Is going to have something of an economic bend, which doesn't really work in castles. But as you can see with Dol Amroth itself, some castles it does work with. So your challenge for today, then, as we're about to attack it, you think you've got it? You think your knowledge is on point? Well, I ask you, without research, what does Tir Ithraid mean? This one's a little trickier. Although that one is actually very difficult, so that one's probably a little unfair. Let's go for somewhere a bit easier. Somewhere a bit easier. Oh, there you go. Oh, that one's probably a little... No, I think that one's a better one. What does Atheland mean? That's a better one. Tell me what Atheland means. Please don't look it up. I mean, you can look it up and you can let us all know, and you can pretend that you knew, and no one will know, and you'll still feel glory in that you got it right. But for the lols, have a go. If you don't actually know, but then have a guess. Even if you don't know any Sindarin at all, have a guess. And if you do know, tell us Tir Ithraid as well, because it would be fun if there's someone out there who also knows what that means. That would be smashing. But let's attack Hamad then. Adrihil is outnumbered, not too badly though. They're only at about what's that, 2,900-ish. Something like that, isn't it? No, 2,700, sorry. 2,700, roughly. Circa. We have 1,700, so they're 1,000 above us. Harad, as I've already mentioned, is leading an army of absolute garbage. He has got some hunters. There's one pike unit there. There's a depleted pike unit there. It's not looking great for him, though, is it? It's looking a bit risque. But it's mostly trash. And then the garrison is also trash. It's just trash everywhere. Did I save it already? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. Let's go for it.
Don't let them any
We
further.
shall display our dominance upon them. That's not really what I mean to say. We're going to win it. Now, many of you have suggested that rather than leave YouTube, Gallo, and by many I mean loads, the most common comment I've now seen of late is how I've been banging on about this game that I'd want to play and this game that I'd want to play that no one would watch. And lots of you have said, Gallo, just play what you want to play. There is a hardcore following of us that will watch whatever you want to play. And to you, I would say, whilst I am very grateful to you for that show of support, just outward show of support, and the blind loyalty that's shown to me there, the problem for me is that even recording something that I want to play, you still have to be on. That's the thing. Imagine if every day after work you had to attend a small gathering of people for an hour. Every single day after work. You had a long, busy day at work, you come home, and you've got to attend a small gathering of, let's say, friends, people that you actually like, but you've still got to attend that small gathering. Now, for many of you, that probably would actually be brilliant. Yeah, I'd love to see my friends every day. But for me, that is hell on earth. And that's sort of the mental equation or the mental comparison. It's not perfect as a comparison, but it does for me, and it does for our purposes. That's the kind of comparison that I have, that I'm up against, yeah. So even if I came home and recorded something I wanted to play, the moral of the story is that it just wouldn't resolve the issue. So I apologize. I mean, I want to say we'll see where we are when Immortal Empires releases then, because that's the one I want to play the most. And maybe if I feel up to it, maybe I'd play that on, like, I'd record me playing that for you. But I just don't think that from a enjoyment perspective for yourselves that it'll be all that great. And also for myself, I'm just not sure I really want to. Now we are attacking them, and I think they actually probably have as many archers as us, so we might not be guaranteed an attack. No, they are coming for us. Right, let's maneuver so that we've got a bit better of the hill now that the battle's opening up. Get the archers wide out there. Right, Adrahil. Climb the hill there. You've got that cavalry on the left with you. Javelins, go behind the front line and just throw javelins at anything. And Haven Guard, you're going to cover the archers on that right flank. That's a bad position. Stand square on. And we got that cavalry there. Everyone is sprinting, and you may fire at will. You may fire when ready, Commander. Adrian, can you run out of the way, because you're in the way. Alright, they've charged in with Sathron Lancers straight away into our... Oh, God, they're so bad at this game. They are so bad at this game. So the Black Snake Guard into the Gondor Militia is a bad matchup for us. But we've got the Haven Guard standing right there. And with any luck, we're about to kill Harad, because that is Harad there in the golden armor. And Haven Guard are fantastic in melee combat, and Black Snake Guard don't really want to be in melee combat. I mean, and this one is just, what were you thinking? Cavalry into spearmen? Do you not know how this works? Stupid Harad. Right, we've got to try and kill Harad. Even if it costs us Istian's life, Harad needs to die. The Haven Guard should be making very short work of that. But don't get caught. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. Archers, please open fire on anything and everything you want. Spearmen here. The battle lines are shifting. Let's run down the hill. Get the javelins to swing on that. Oh, the javelins do that stupid running thing now, don't they? Oh, I wouldn't mind it so much if they then shuffled back into position, but they don't. Your javelins just now forever and just forevermore, they will always now move forwards when tasked to do a thing. And I just think it's a step back. I just don't understand it. Right, let's get Adrian involved because he is too good to leave up on the hill here wasted. Hit the pikeman. Let's sprint you over there. Yes, there we go. Harad is gone. Harad is gone. Unleash everything. Fire everything! Oh, we got routing. Catch them, catch them, catch them, catch them. Get down the hill. Yeah, there you go. Or are they going to slowly walk backwards? Here's our scientific test. No. It's just an... what? Why? Why did you add that to the game? Why did you add that to the game? That is just objectively worse. I don't care if it's slightly more realistic. You now get half of them throwing their javelins while the other half stand around, and then they all awkwardly shuffle back into position. And then the other half throw again. And they're just constantly moving forward. You have to, after a certain time, no one gives a hoot about realism. It's just ridiculous. Oh dear, no, I would have been strongly against that change. And also, when you've got a to-do list as long as your arm, why are you adding javelin animations into the mod? Just release version 5, for God's sake. I brought you all on board so that you could release it because I was done. The people wanted version 5. It was close to being ready. There was a few things to tidy up. Oh, there's a unit in our archers. Oh, Harad mercenaries. Well, charge you in as well. We didn't do very well with Istian, but he's now hiding in the trees, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. And we also got all of our archers killed off. That was a bit poor.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, I disagree with the Javelin edition. Not necessarily because... I mean, I do think it's bad. I just think that's a worse... Like, gameplay-wise, Javelins, which were already pretty terrible, have now been made even worse. So that's just a stupid decision. I just don't care to sugarcoat it. It's a stupid decision. Javelins were already terrible, as I've just mentioned. It's a long-standing joke how rubbish they are. They pretty much serve one purpose, and that is to kill great beasts, Mumakil, and Sauron, if you're ever unlucky. No, Sauron's an infantry unit as well now. They serve... That's pretty much their only purpose, killing large creatures, of which there are few. So outside of that, Javelins are pretty useless. And... Oh, I forgot that there were reinforcements. Whoops. I was so busy killing off the trash horde before me that I forgot entirely that there were reinforcements. So Javelins are pretty naff anyway. You've now made their animation even worse in that now they slowly move forward. You can't reliably keep them behind your melee line protected. They've now got to run in front of everything else to deal any kind of damage. And they don't even now fire properly. They fire in weird step. And to top it all off, you've added this worse animation when there's just so many better things. Just polish and finish. Just polish and get version 5 out. Just polish and get version 5 out. I know I don't really have any right to claim that. I could have stayed on and polished and got version 5 out. But I, unlike you who are now on the mod, had dedicated 9 years to it. I think I was allowed to finally say, no, you know what, I am done with this. Good luck to those that follow in my footsteps. I'm going to step away. So to my mind, that cancels that argument. And which then just leaves, why are you adding objectively worse Javelin animations when there's a list of so many better things you could spend your very small amount of time on? Oh dear. I know I shouldn't say this because I'm turning into a YouTube YouTube drama channel. But I genuinely now fear that version 5 may never come. And I know that saying that is poor in itself, because now many of you will take my word and will think on what I've said and possibly see it as almost gospel. And I would implore you not to do that. But from everything that I'm seeing from the modding side of it, until obviously a few weeks ago when I stopped following any of it, it just fills me with nothing but dismay, I have to confess. I pray beyond all hope.
Only half the enemy force
I pray to
remains.
all those above us. Whatever deity you believe clicked his fingers and brought you into existence, I pray to that deity, and I say, please let them get version 5 out. But I fear our prayers, like all other prayers, go unanswered. But we shall see. I haven't really had an opportunity to properly review that Javelin animation, and I am dismayed to see how it actually
Victory will be ours.
Oh dear. What have we got fighting down there? Spearmen. Up against...
The enemy army
Oh,
frees
there
the
we go.
field.
How many have we
Pursue
got?
and run them down.
84%. Let's capture a few more of these. Haradrim archers. Cavalry coming at those. Istian. Istian, where actually are you? Oh, you were chasing something down, but you're miles away. You're never going to get here in time. I don't think we're going to get much more than the 85, which means we're going to have to siege the town. Although, look, we're quicker than the trollmen. I didn't realise they were slow. Got it up to 87. Captain Hashim's been caught. We're not going to catch anything else. Oh, no, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. There's spearmen there. We can get those spearmen. How many is that going to take us to? Maybe about 90? Yeah. Let's see how successful that is.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
I mean, that's an outrageous victory.
This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest.
Last time we called the episode Get Rekt Harad. I feel this time it would be fitting and rather apt, given the size of that victory, to call the episode Get Riggity Rekt Harad. 260, 220. Nimrod Mariners, no surprises there. The archers took the top spot. Gondor Cav Militia aren't particularly good. And I wasted them anyway because they got caught on the last few of those Haradrim riders who are better. The Haradrim riders are better than my own. So they are always going to win in a one-on-one melee fight. Alright? So we shouldn't have let them get caught by them, but we did. That person on the left looks so much like Elijah Wood's Frodo, doesn't they? I mean, I think it's supposed to be Merry, and that's probably why. But, and that's, look at Gimli on a horse in the middle there. 4,800. If I wasn't literally swimming in baths of gold back in Dol Amroth, then I would take that money. But as it stands, I'd rather have your heads. I'm not going to make the usual gritty analogy or symbolic message of saying that we'll display their heads on pikes and stakes for days to come.
Slay them! Never shall they return.
I feel that's implied.
Our realm is expanded.
Right. Straight in there with the militia garrison, maybe? Yes. Everywhere we go needs garrisons. Get them up and running. Nowhere's going to like us for a while. Oh, 49% Dunedain, actually. That's really good. And you get Amrothian pikemen out of a barracks. Are you joking? That's 5 turns as well, though. Do we hang around there, though? And because hopefully the ship is going to stop. Well, that's the plan, isn't it? Haven't I got another force of... didn't I have another army coming from up here? We make 5,000 gold coins. That's obscene. We should definitely ship some of these elites to the front line, I think. Cape of Imrahil, can you give the same? No, you've already trained yours. Itheland, give me one of those each, and then I'll send all 4 of you forward. What's your upkeep? 365, 425, that's about 800-ish. Oh, you've got Haven Guard there already. Good to go. And another. So we're going to lose about 2,000 gold coins with those 4 units. We can weather that storm, and we can... So yeah, let's not go with that. Let's get that so that we can get some military out straight away, because we will be able to. 33%, and we're at 49. Thank you very much. Istian, my man. Now it's time to shine in your architectural duties. For I hear tell you are something of a wizard with the pen. So get out there and start drawing delightful things for me, because I need towers and lots of them. Right, there's Cand. The border has been drawn. Tirathoros isn't owned by anyone yet, although someone's had a pop, because the wall's been damaged and the garrison's been reduced. But if we take that, we're absolutely risking Cand's ire. Badatan, where are you with your detail of military feats? You have got your barracks up, and you can... Yes, I will take all of those, including the militia. At this early stage, with Harad throwing such trash into the fight, even militia will do. So, but ideally, we don't want to stay in Tirathride. But we'll hold here for the 6-ish turns, I think, that we can retrain our... 6 turns is a lot, though, isn't it? It's going to be 3 turns just to train them. Why did we just suddenly get to build that? Oh, because I undid the barracks. The barracks is half as costly as the militia garrison, of course. Probably should get the militia garrison next, but I want to go in on the troops. I'm thinking that... do you get 2 free upkeep here as a minimum? 1 free upkeep, nothing from that. No, not very good at all. Alright, don't train them, and I'll take your Haven Guard down to the fort, and we'll take those out as well. Let's just start weathering the financial storm that we're about to invoke. Right, you come and get them. And by the time we'll take those reinforcements over, by the time they get there, that barracks building should probably be closing in on being built. And then we can move south. We need to just keep up the pressure on Harad. Let's not let Harad get any legs, get any movement. And if we can take Finabel down, then glory. But then we, of course, unlock the wrath of the Ardenayim. Now, Harad are, in the early stages, particularly this early when we're doing this financially well, Harad are not a threat to us. They are weak, they are pathetic, they are just not going to give us any jip. If we can continue to squeeze out as much as we can with the peace with Canned for as long as possible, then we needn't worry. Oh, Gogotova's got a guard barracks. You can get Seaward Spearmen. Oh, 2 turns you're going to take.
My lord.
Yes, that means I can take one of them with me as well. Yep. We'll go a little all in on military for a moment. Baradhan got its militia garrison and is building its governor's quarters. That's good. I've just noticed that large Candish army in the north there. That's going to be a problem.
Awaiting your command. Onward!
Oh, I've got no money at all because they cost exactly 1,000. And you're the spear. No, we want the footman. We'll take the footman, and then I can build a tower.
Maintain order!
Towers. We must have towers.
Onward!
Towers are everything. Don't. No. No.
March, men! Ready your weapons.
With all
Onward!
emphasis that I can give it, I emphatically, tautological for you there, emphatically say no, Canned. Captain, I don't know, Genghis? Anyone speak Mongolian? If you do, raise your hand. No? Anyone?
Orders.
No?
To the ship. Ships ready.
Oh, I certainly don't.
A fine day.
I've moaned about Mongolian before. Rather, not Mongolian, but the West's interpretation of it. And I'm going to do it again because it just blows my mind. We know him as Genghis Khan, Mongolia's most famous son. In Mongolian, his name is Chinggis, with some minor accents. That's a poor pronunciation of it. But generally speaking, a Westerner would say Genghis Khan, which is not difficult to say. Why don't we call him Genghis Khan? Why do we call him Genghis? I just don't understand it. I will definitely take trade rights with you. Absolutely. Oh, they took Tiratharos. So we're trading, but now they're shaping up to hate me. Although they've not crossed the border. Hang on, the choice hasn't been made yet, has it? Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? We sit with bated breath as we hope and pray that the Blue Wizards are able to achieve their dreams, their goals. Why aren't you ready yet? My ship's here. Be ready. Can I take 2 pikes? Oh, yes, please. Can I... Oh, look at the army! I'm going to say it, everyone. I say it all the time. I apologize. Quoted too much. But assemble the army! We're going to march on Harad's capital with an army the likes of which has never been seen. Do we trade expansion for the death of Harad? That's the question. By moving on Harad, they will almost certainly attack Tirathride. We're going to be gone. We're not going to be able to be here to save it or to protect it. We probably shouldn't actually build the barracks now that I'm thinking about it out loud. That's not really in our best interests. I don't know why I thought to build the barracks. Do we save the 1,900 so that we can build it next time? Oh, that's so annoying. We'd be 5 turns in on that. Yeah, every moment that you're not building it is wasted moments. I'm going to stick with that military, though, because we can't run the risk of reducing our army's size too much.
Onward!
Give me a couple of towers up there, Istian, while you're running around.
Onward!
No, we crossed into the...
Let us sit up.
Oh, no, they don't like it when you do that. This is a bad idea. Today's episode, by the way, is brought to you by shorter video durations because I'm going out for dinner today because it's Jessica's father's birthday. And so I'm sneaking this recording in. And I'm not going to come back after the meal and do another 10 minutes and then edit it and then hope it uploads before I go to bed. No. Maybe in days gone by. I never would have done that in the past either. Who are we kidding? Gallo is the laziest YouTuber possibly on the planet. I would never have done that in the past, but I'm certainly not going to do it now. So the video is only going to be about half an hour. It's time we apply pressure upon our foes. Sending a fleet to blockade this port for at least 1 turns will not only hurt our enemy, but it will fill our coffers. Umbar. Oh, jog on. I know that we want Umbar for historic purposes, but let's not be silly now. Let's not incur the wrath of the only nation within a million miles of here that has a chance of beating us in open combat.
Let us set up camp here.
If we could just apply our brains for a brief moment, please. Right, let's take away the Gondor militia, because Gondor militia is cheap and rubbish.
Ships ready.
Oh, look, we've got a full army coming. Similarly, keep the Gondor militia. The rest of you, we march. And we still make money. Gods above. This is so unnatural for me. I feel dirty. Making money is not something I'm used to. Let's continue with the theme of making money and queue up something that we can't currently build that will make money. Or do we try and get a militia garrison in here as well because Khand are coming? Yeah, I think we should. I think that's more important. Get garrisons on the borders because Khand could change their mind at any moment and come for us. Right, Tirithraid, you are building your thing and you don't need a general, but you need someone to stay behind. I don't really want to leave any... Oh, Gondor militia. There we go. Perfect candidate. We haven't got any cavalry coming, have we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Room for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we haven't got enough room. And 8. I'll take the archers then. How many archers have you got? 1. 2 javelins. Oh, I hate javelins. I may have already mentioned, but I don't like javelins. In fact, I'm going to put the javelins back. So we've got 10 spaces in the army. 10 suicide tickets. Anyone? Anyone? Suicide. Anyone? Anyone? Can I interest you in some suicide? Nice, healthy bit of suicide to start your weekend. Bit of suicide, anyone? No? Suicide?
Yes, sir.
Dust. Anybody? Dust. No? Dust. Anybody? Right, so we've got to take 10 of our best Istian. So we've got 3 of the generals alone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe. Yeah. Leaving the Harondor mercs behind there. That feels wrong. Harondor mercenaries are good. They are good. They are blessed. They are children of the light. Istian's a while away, but he'll catch up before they get there, so you'll be alright. The army shall come together in one fell swoop. 18 Gondor cavalry militia. Why don't you go back home? And we might be able to retrain you. Where are we going to build up? Lynn here's going to build a militia garrison, and Ethelin's about to finish its road. Nothing really cheaply that you can put in there. Have you got anything good, effective-wise? Shipwright, that's a lot of money. You're never going to get that. Governors, do you do anything? You do reduce the law, but we are only losing to devastation at the moment. There isn't really anything here then that's going to help us financially other than the shipwright, but we can't really afford that. I mean, you might as well chuck it in the queue, and then when it's built, when it gets a chance to build it, it'll build it. So if you build a market on the next turn, and then that should be, those 3 buildings should go. No, you're not going to be able to build. Not the market. We need that first. So leave it free for Lynn here to get its garrison building. And then what is Captain Zad Nazir going to do? These are questions we don't have the answers to, but hopefully with the click of a button, we shall find out together, you and I. Linked arms as we skip into the distance. The blue swan of Dol Amroth calls. It's not blue, is it? It's white. Get your facts right. Jesus. Get your facts right. It's Monday today, by the way. Mona's Daig. No, I think it's Monan. I don't think there's an S in the Old English Monday. It's either Monestaig or Monanadaig, but I can't remember. And Khand have just decided that they are going to attack us, and with that, our plans and our hopes. No way, Istian just died. Oh, he did, didn't he? That's why we just got an adoption offer. Istian, you better be in tears.
Orders.
Istian. I can't. Istian! Istian, you didn't really do anything amazing, but you died, and for that alone, we'll get rid of Tirithraid. Still try and guess what it's called, though, people. Istiost. No, that Istiost is... That's overused, isn't it? Istiost's glory is overused as well. Let's go with a more macabre or somber tone. Oh, let's just go with the classic. Istiost's... That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? End. Yes, there's quite a lot of places in the UK named something end, but it normally means like the end of a river or the end of a valley, or the end of just a border, like a town border, or a county border, sorry. But in this instance, it means he died here. Normally, I would name something like that Folly, Istiost's Folly. Right, now here comes the divining question then. Do we pull our army back and fight the never-ending locked battle with Khand, or do we just abandon Istiost's End and the 89 gold coins it currently makes us, in favour of pushing south, taking Harad's town, and then moving on and taking Harad's next town, on the knowledge that we'll always have Barad-Han, because they'll be damned if they're going to get through the garrison forces we get in Barad-Han. And we're garrisoning up Lynn here as well as we speak, which will have cover as well. Oh, I tell you what, Brathor, if you can, skip down to Barad-Han and become the governor. Can't hurt to have a governor there, can it? And we make so much money from the Heartland that, at least with Harad gone and the Ardenaim trapped, I just feel like that's better. There's also the risk Khand might join. I've already decided. We're going to beeline for Harad and we're going to abandon Istiost's End. So don't even bother with that. Recoup the money. Destroy that. Chuck the tax rate up. Maybe they'll rebel. I could cheese it and sell it to someone like Gondor, couldn't I? But that's always a bit... No, balls to it. This is the last campaign. Play... Oh, Jess is in the shadows. It's going to be a bit annoying, sorry. I'm going to just cheese it. I don't care. Go out how you want to go out, Gallo. It's your party, and I will damn well cry if I bloody well want to. I don't mean to do that. Curse a stat. Listen to how annoying that shower is. But you've only got a few minutes of it, because once I've sold this to Gondor, I am going to stop the episode there. So that is going to be your lot. What is your name, friend? Beragond. Beragond. You're moving to 280, 205. Thank you very much. You've participated in today's games, and we can't thank you enough. How much is Gondor willing to buy that region for?
You, my friend. How can we help?
Hey, Gondor, I'm here for your infinite purse of gold. Give me everything that I want. I will give you nothing in return. I will give you Istiost's End, which makes 89 gold coins. And I will demand from you, not a regular tribute, because that one sucks. I'd like a singular payment. I think 7,500 gold coins probably shouldn't come amiss. But 5,000 francs surely won't come amiss. Oh, happily accepted. Hold on, everyone. Offer. Hold on. You can't see it, but I'm doing things behind the screen. Get your minds out of the gutter. 84 turns it would have taken Istiost's End to pay us back at the rate of 7,500 gold coins. And it would be in a battleground forever and a day. But now...
Farewell.
Well, I mean, now Gondor won't hold it either. But it might buy us at least a brief moment. There is, of course, a risk that it'll buy us absolutely no time at all. That's always an ever-present threat. But if that does indeed happen, sod it. Do we get a warehouse? 300 flat gold coins plus an increase in tradable goods. Let's have a quick looky-poos. Trade is at 676. Chuck that in. Trades at 720. So it gains about 60 gold coins. Just under 60 gold coins. But it does get 300 gold coins from the building. No, it doesn't. It goes from 150 to 300. So it only gains 150 gold coins. So that's going to take a long time to pay itself back. So maybe not. I think probably the market. Cheaper. Building income goes up by 50. But it's only 1,350. Increase in tradable goods. And it's the same increase. Right, yeah. Chuck yourself a market for now. Start with that. Let's start small and work our way up. Dol Amroth. Oh, great roads. Yes, please. Just for the prestige. Just for the prestige. Gobel Tolfalas. You have completed a round of purchasing things. What military things can we do? You could get a way station, but that doesn't really do anything for us. That's useless. You could get a practice range and get some archers out. And a stables, indeed. We are Dol Amroth. We are Dol Amroth. It would seem fitting to get a stables, would it not? And we're blocking the ships here. Oh, look, one ship. That's so risky, but why don't you go back and act as a ferry? With your one little guy ferrying whole armies across. How long are you going over to the continent for, then? I've been sailing these waters for years now. They even put me out here on my own. They trust me so much. I don't know why he's from the West Country, but it just seems right. Right, let's meet up. Oh, balls. We've taken too many. But I counted. I calculated. 74 of those is probably better than
Protect the blood of
177 of them.
Ready your
Adrian, push on to Harad's lands, my man. You can do it. Right, and then the rest of you, bugger off back to Baradhan and bunker down.
Maintain order. Let us set up camp.
Dol Amroth built a Mason's Guild house. Oh, that's good. That's tasty. That's juicy. Variags of Canned got trade rights with us and then attacked us in the very next breath. Bizarre. But anyway, for now, that's your lot. 5 minutes have gone over my anticipated time. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope you'll stick with us as we play more episodes this week. There'll definitely be one tomorrow because there's an hour's gap when I get home from work between work ending and Season 14 of Apex Legends releasing. And so in that hour gap, I will record because I'm not doing anything else. So there'll definitely be another video this week. There wasn't one yesterday because of reasons. Get used to reasons, all right? Do what I bloody well want. You can't stop me. But for now, and until we speak again, hopefully there'll be 3 Dol Amroth episodes this week, or at least 2 and then 1 Bree one, so that we can bring them back to parity. I don't like that there's one less Dol Amroth video on the channel at the moment. They should be equal in number. But anyway, for now, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Navarn den Pedimad Melunin, and farewell.